What's going on, everyone? Rob with RJF Media here, and I just want to take a quick minute about the Jets-Patriots game tomorrow. There's a whole debate whether or not you should want the team to lose or win, what it means if you want whether or not you want the Jets to lose or win. I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on that. So I will say this. There's the whole notion out there, if you want the Jets to lose, you have a loser mentality and you're not a real Jets fan and this and that. And I'll say this. If you're a Jets fan, you're a real fan because you've had nothing to root for this team in at least 13 years, 14 years, besides new uniforms and Aaron Rodgers. So I'll say that's right off the bat. You're a real Jets fan. You're a real football fan, Jets fan, whatever. If you are a Jets fan, and I'll go a little deeper into this. I don't truly believe the whole loser mentality. If you want the Jets to lose, because I can see that point of view. You lose, you get the better draft pick. You can do more with that draft pick. You don't just have to draft a player at 7, 8, wherever it would be. You can trade back, gain assets, and help acquire players or build better through the draft that way. There is a real reason for a lot of people who say they want the Jets to lose. And the flip side of that, if we're picking 8th or 12th or whatever it would have been anyway, Joe Douglas and this organization, they have to make the right pick, and you don't necessarily trust them to make that right pick, especially with what happened, this past offseason. And I totally get that too. But I don't think you have a loser mentality, because I'll put it this way too. The Ravens are playing right now against Pittsburgh, and the Ravens are sitting Lamar Jackson and some other players. Do the Ravens have a loser mentality because they're not putting the players out there that would give them the best chance to win? Regardless if they're already in the playoffs, number 1 seed, resting, and they just want to rest players or whatever. If you're resting your best players, you're kind of just playing a game to get through the game. You're not playing to win. The same way if you want the Jets to lose, or you necessarily don't care if they lose or not, you're not putting the best team out there to win. You're not playing to win. You're just playing to play. And on the flip side, if you want the Jets to win, then you most likely you want the streak to end, 16 straight losses to the Patriots. Bill Belichick having our number for 24 years now. You want to end on a high note. So, and those are the positives of that. But I'll say this on the flip side of that. One, I highly doubt Bill Belichick, if the Patriots lose this game, is going to look back and regret losing, especially it's a win-win situation for him. He wins the game, then he puts the Patriots and the owner who wants him gone in a worse off draft position. If he loses the game, then he puts the Jets in a worse off draft position. For him, it's a win-win. And I'll say this too, I'll reiterate, the Patriots have had our number for 24 years and 16 straight. I really don't think losing a meaningless game would really mean much to Belichick. No matter how much he hates the Jets, he can still look back at the history of his coaching career and see that he's owned this team for over 2 decades. But would it be nice to end the streak? Sure. And I don't necessarily think that morale from winning this game is going to carry over into next season, especially when his team has so many deficiencies as we've seen this season, and I've talked about in my previous videos. They got way more problems than just being a quarterback away. There's management problems, coaching problems, personnel problems, up and down, this roster and this organization. Me personally, I don't care if the Jets win or lose. I'm just over the season. It was a complete disaster. In true Jets fashion, we couldn't get out of the way of the football gods, and the worst possible thing happened to the Jets as usual. Million injuries, coaching problems, Rodgers going down, season being over four plays in, and just this organization as a whole punting on the season, as we've seen. That's another video for another time. What do we do in this offseason? And you have to pray that Rodgers wants to be here for at least 2 more years. Because if not, then because you're not fixing this team in just one offseason. So it looks like the Jets are going to put all their eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket. See if it works out. Odds are it probably won't. But, that's just my 2 cents on if you should want the Jets to win or lose. It honestly doesn't matter. Again, it's a meaningless game. It doesn't mean anything. You look back on the season and we should have beat the Patriots the first time around. We should have won another 3 or 4 games that we should have won. There was no, the Falcons game, the Vegas game, the Patriots game. We shot ourselves in the foot all season, so this game honestly doesn't matter. You root however you want to root. It doesn't make you a worse off fan if you want them to lose or not. And I just don't think that the losing mentality thing is right. Because again, if Rodgers never got hurt and the Jets were in the same position, they had a losing record, they missed the playoffs, and they sat Rodgers for the last game. They sat Brees for the last game. They sat Garrett for the last game against the Patriots. Do the Jets have a loser mentality because they're not putting the team out there that gives them the best chance to win? They're just kind of going out there to play the game, get it over with. So, I was thinking about this all day last night, and then I kind of thought about that when I was watching the Ravens play without Lamar. So, do the Ravens have a losing mentality? Do Jets fans who want the team to lose have a losing mentality? I don't think so. Everyone roots in their own way, but that's just my 2 cents. Let me know in the comments down below. Check out some of my other videos. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, see what happens tomorrow. See how we end the season. We're almost there, fellas and ladies. We're almost there. Just have to get through one more game, and then we can have all the arguments about what to do in the offseason like we do every season. So, until then, talk to you guys later. Peace.